My friends, a lot of us want to have better hearing. We want to be able to enjoy the conversations with our friends and loved ones, but there are some hindrances that keep us from doing those things. I talked about pricing, and now I'm going to talk about sometimes that feeling of embarrassment of wearing a big hearing aid. This device from MDHearing is going to take care of all of that, because not only is it our today's special price, the best price you will find for a hearing aid out on the market these days, plus the free shipping. We're going to talk about 5 Flex and how you can get this home for an incredible value. Let me just put it out there. $45 a month with Flex Pay. And it's going to take care of that embarrassment, because did you even know that this entire time, even before the hour began, I have been wearing a hearing aid in my ear? You did not. Reason being is of how small the profile is on these incredible devices. Now, MDHearing, excuse me, let me clear my throat so you can hear me. MDHearing, it makes affordable, high-quality, FDA-registered medical devices designed and tested by the best in their field. Now, we're going to have an expert in-house, of course, explaining exactly how this technology works, how it's possible that we are able to offer it to you at this incredible value. But let's talk about what you're getting. Of course, you're getting your hearing aids, your left and your right. It comes in this incredibly small, sleek case that can come with you no matter where you need it. And guess what? Today only, you're getting a configuration that's only offered here today. You are getting, get this, 2 chargers. There are no batteries that you have to replace here, so no added cost of having to replace batteries over time, because I know you've looked at it. Batteries are one of the most expensive parts of hearing aids out there today. And today, you don't ever have to worry about that again, because again, you get to charge your hearing aids. And then on top of that, we're giving you 2 of them. We're giving you 2 of the chargers, 2 of the cables, 2 of everything. And also, so it's a perfect, almost like lightweight, invisible feel when you're wearing it. We're giving you 2 domes. Now, what that means is the domes will fit inside your ear. You're getting a medium size and you're getting a large size. Now, I have mine in. It literally feels as if I just slipped it in, and now I'm just living my life. Can you tell which ear it's in? You probably have a little bit of a clue, because this one has a cord, which is my regular IFB, which connects me to my friends in studio who can hear me and give me my cues. But on this side, I'm wearing a hearing aid. You would never know it because of that incredible color and that small profile. Now, my friends, there are no more excuses to getting the best hearing of your life now, because again, only today's special on a hearing aid here at HSN for the entire year. This is your opportunity. We talked about this being an hour of limitless living, and now we're giving you that solution that you have been waiting for. How many conversations have you had with your loved ones where you're like, excuse me, can you talk a little bit louder? I can't hear you. And it's only led to embarrassment, uncomfortable situations. You don't have to deal with that anymore. I talked about an expert being in-house to talk to us about how incredible this technology is and why it literally will save you thousands in that clinical setting that is being brought to you right here at HSN. It's because we have Dr. Sandra Probst in studio with us. Now, Dr. Sandra,
yes.
Can I ask you a question?
Of course.
Is it true that you have over a dozen years as a doctor of audiology?
It's true. I'm not going to give away my age, but it's actually over 20.
Okay. All right.
It's actually I've been an audiologist for over 20 years.
Yes, that's enough. That's enough.
That's enough.
But you are a clinical audiologist.
I am.
You are the head of design.
Head of audiology.
Audiology.
Yes.
At MDHearing.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So you know quite a few things about ear health and
quite a few things. I do. I'm actually employee number 4 at MDHearing. And when the founder started talking to me about, hey, he's going to start a hearing aid company, at first I thought, well, who starts a hearing aid company? But he's an ENT out of Chicago, and he was recommending hearing aids for his patients, and they just weren't getting them.
Yes.
And he started asking why, and found out it was affordability.
Affordability, number 1.
And accessibility.
And accessibility.
So people having to make multiple visits, multiple trips into clinic. It takes about 5 visits the first year to get hearing aids, set up. I mean, with the cost of gas these days,
oh my
absolutely.
Gosh.
So these hearing aids come right to your door.
Right.
Free shipping through HSN, which I love. Thank you. Love free shipping. And you do everything from home.
I love that.
They're so easy to use. They're affordable. They're accessible. The average cost of hearing aids in this country is over $2,500 per ear.
And
for
you're
$5,000.
That is
total.
the conservative end.
That is the conservative
it can
end.
Be much
yes.
more than that. Reason
Absolutely.
being is my husband and I talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, bless his heart. He has been to maybe too many concerts in our 20s, right?
Happens, yes.
And
yes.
that percussive, repetitive noise can do such damage to your
Yeah.
ears. If you can relate to this story, and you're maybe getting on in years, and you notice that each day it just seems a little bit more muddled. A little bit more foggy, your
Yes.
hearing. And you're starting to miss out on some of those words, some full-on conversations.
Oh, absolutely.
Going out with
Yep.
big crowds.
Yep.
Is it too much? Like you're getting a lot of that background noise as compared to the one-on-one conversations that you are near and dear to your heart? That's not a problem anymore.
No.
This is something you can fix, but I really do think that you've taken down those barriers.
I agree. I mean, that's the whole point. As an audiologist, all I want to do is help people hear better.
Yeah.
And this helps me.
Can we talk really quickly about what's in my ear?
Yeah.
I mean, you can get in tight here because they're going to have to bring the camera in super, super tight to see this because, again, it is almost invisible.
Yeah.
It is there. And I love that Jacob, my producer, on the floor with me today, he did not even know I had it in. And I said, I have the Today's Special in my ear, if you can believe it. And it's so easy to get in. But look from the front.
You don't say it.
You'd never know.
I am wearing one in my ear as well.
Oh,
I've had one in.
Stop it.
Yeah, I've had,
Oh my
it's right
God.
there. Yeah, I've had it in the whole time. And you can't tell.
You can't.
You really cannot tell. No.
And how easy is it to put in?
So easy. So I have mine right here, and all that you do, so when you look at it, you can see there, it's marked with a right and a left, R and an L, so really easy for you to tell, which ear is which. And then it's right there. You want that facing away from you when you're putting it in your ear. Put it up to the ear, slide it in.
Look at that.
That's
It's
it.
just a matter
That's
of
simple.
putting it into your ear. And I know a lot of our friends say, what if I put it in too far? That's not even possible.
It's not
is
even
it?
possible. No, you can't. Your ear canal naturally narrows at the end, so you can't actually push it too far. It'll sort, like you said when we were getting you ready.
When we were trying it on.
It just sort of nestles right into its spot.
And it's
that's
so
it. So
comfortable.
comfortable, yeah.
But because it's also lightweight,
Yes.
it's almost like it's tailored to your ear. And you're probably thinking, oh, well, maybe it's not tailored to my ear. This is a get it home, try it out situation because think about it from the perspective of what are you missing out on in your life when you wait
Absolutely.
and hesitate, especially when the pricing is this good? We're not even talking about saying it's $1,000, right? Because normally you're
Right.
spending thousands of dollars for all those clinical visits to get the references from the doctors and talk to them about your issues. That costs money in and of itself. We're not even talking about the device. And then when you get the devices, as you just heard from Dr. Sandra, she was just saying $2,500 per ear. Here we are offering you both of them, both ears. We're giving you the case, the chargers, everything that you're absolutely going to need because again, you're getting 2 charging cases here.
Right.
You misplaced one, don't worry, you got another one. And you're getting it for literally a quarter of $1,000. And that's not even the thousands and thousands of dollars that you would normally pay.
Yeah.
You're getting a clinical visit right here because you're
Absolutely.
getting a doctor. We're bringing you Dr. Sandra. And she's walking you through
Absolutely.
the details. Can you really quickly, what is this
The
little
domes.
plastic that
Yep.
comes with it?
So that's a great point. So there's the different domes. There's 3 different sizes. So it comes with the mediums on the hearing aid, and then you have small and large. So people's ear canals are different sizes, different shapes, depending on your size and shape. That depends on which dome you might use.
I see.
So I personally have a small in. You happen to have a medium in, and everyone's ear canal is a little bit different size, different shape. If you're not sure, that's where I love our customer support. Because you can contact our customer support team. We have over 30 licensed professionals on staff, whether that's audiologists or hearing instrument specialists. They're all US based. So you call, you're going to talk to one of my friends. You're going to talk to maybe Katie in Texas, or you're going to talk to Dr. Cassidy White. She is in Tennessee. You're going to talk to Jeremy. He's in Michigan. You're going to talk to a licensed professional. On average, our licensed support has over 10 years of experience in clinic. So 10 years.
Fantastic.
They-
And almost like, I can't believe, because you're talking about years and years of
Yes.
experience,
Yes.
that you have those people at your disposal.
Absolutely. For anyone, you can call us, you can text us, you can email us, you can video chat with us. We even have some people send us letters through, the mail.
Oh my gosh.
Fine, we'll write you back.
Okay,
Not a problem.
I'm gonna have a moment really fast because I know for a fact how much I've spent on many telehealth calls in the past to kind of just get that peace of mind, to kind of like, hey, walk me through what you just told me during my in-person visit that cost me hundreds of dollars. And it's cost me hundreds of dollars on top of that from my telehealth calls. You're talking about a free service that comes with this already incredible today's special price for two. Get it? 2 of the hearing aids, 1 for each ear, 2 of the charging cases, 2 of these incredible power adapters, all the things that in on of itself, they have their own values, right?
Absolutely.
You know how much you spend when you have to buy a power cable, when you have to buy the charging block, when you have to get another case because you happen to lose yours. This is an incredible value you cannot pass up. And if you are struggling with your hearing, even just at the beginning of those stages, when you just start noticing.
You do.
It's not 100% anymore.
No, and we have a great before and after clip that I'd love to show if we can, because it really shows what sound sounds like when you're not hearing as well as you could versus when you're treated with hearing aids, because you can see, like, you still hear. Well, here, let's play the clip and then we'll talk about that.
Put out in the sandbox and I made a big castle. Then we went inside and had soup for lunch. Chicken noodle is mine.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. How are you? Are you excited for vacation?
Yeah, we're going to the Finger Lakes this year. Have you ever been there?
I haven't. Where are they?
It's home to amazing parks and restaurants and fabulous attractions, like the Field Museum, the Museum of Science and Industry, the Adler Planetarium, and the Shedd Aquarium.
I love that video.
So I do too, because you can hear. When you have hearing loss, you can hear, but it's muffled or muddled or not as clear as it can be. And when you treat that hearing loss, it becomes crisp and clear. And I love the graphic where it shows, you know, black and white versus color. You get all that crispness. It's like turning it on.
That's what it is, right? It's almost like when you add that really nice Instagram filter and it goes from like to like, whoa. And everyone has a different experience, but I'm telling you, no one can actually know what you're hearing, okay? That's, I think, kind of the beauty of our each and individual experience. But you know when something's not perfect. You know when you've had it good and it's not quite there anymore. And if you're over it. They're saying, I need to get back to hearing my loved ones again. I'm sick of asking over and over if the waitress can repeat the today's special. Like, this is your opportunity to finally do something about it. Because again, what was the #1 restriction keeping people from actually getting a hearing aid or doing something about their hearing? It's been cost restriction time and time again. And on top of that, what I said earlier is 100% true, because my husband and I talk about it. I sometimes wonder why he kind of says, I don't necessarily want to get a hearing aid. I think sometimes he's worried about it making him look like he has a problem or that he's older. And I just say, you had a lot of fun in your 20s, my baby. That's what's happening. You need to just do something about it so that we can have normal conversations and not fight. You know?
And I think, I mean, as an audiologist, obviously I'm a little bit skewed, but I think it's far more aging to say, what, I didn't hear you, please repeat. Like, saying that over and over again is going to make you look much, much older than a tiny little hearing aid you can't even see.
It's true. And again, it comes in this gorgeous flesh color that really just works for everyone. And really, if no one sees it looking at you straight on, they will never even think to look around and say, oh, let me look in your ear. That's not how that works. Look at how it looks in my ear. And again, I love that, of course, we have an expert in the house, because when Dr. Sandra was telling me how to use it, she looked at my other ear and saw my IFB, and she said, oh, look, I love that you have the form-fitted ones. The ones that are specially tailor-made for your ear, because some people just have the little plugs. And, you know, she, of course, knows what's good for your ears. Just the little things like that is me telling you, you're getting the absolute best you possibly can just from this one presentation. If you watch multiple presentations overnight, you're considering this purchase. I understand completely. It is a considered purchase, but just know that you and I have all been in this boat before, where we have sat and thought and thought and thought about a purchase because we said, is it for me? Is this what I need to make my life better? This one should take that long to make a decision. Get it home, try it out. If you don't want to just take it from me, I would say listen to the next person we're about to put in front of you, because she herself uses this incredible device, and she has a story to tell you that I really do think will help you get off the fence, because it has been a long time coming where we can get something this good in your ears.
So far, my experience has been excellent with the hearing aids. They've given me no problems. The charger is great. These are the real deal. They're very good.
I am extremely happy.
And I liked that it was extra small and that it was in ear.
I'm finding it simple to use. I would highly recommend this for anybody.
MDHearing remotely was outstanding, with outstanding service.
They seem to work. They work. I can hear noises that I couldn't normally hear or sound, and I'm pretty confident.
If someone asked me about purchasing these hearing aids, I would say yes.
That's amazing.
Something that I love about that is you can tell, like, clearly those are not paid actors.
Clearly.
I mean,
they're very sweet.
Very sweet, but very much filmed cell phone videos.
Yep.
And those are real customers, real people. We send out a lot of emails just, checking in, you doing okay? Sometimes we'll even call, you doing okay? And these are customers that instead of just writing us back or emailing us back, they said, no, I want to send you back a video.
Yes.
Because sometimes that's just easier, right, than typing something out. The video that they chose to send us was, hey, I'm doing great. So it's wonderful. So heartwarming when those started coming in. That wasn't really what we were expecting.
Right.
And then we got so many of them. We're like, well, let's start, let's ask if we can use these.
Well,
so
when your
wonderful.
life gets exponentially better,
Oh, for sure.
you just want to tell it everyone.
Absolutely.
And scream it from the rooftops, because you can actually hear yourself screaming very clearly. And if you'd like to hear the sound of your own voice, hooray, this is a perfect opportunity.
Absolutely.
But I really, really do have to tell you again, this value will not be here past today.
No.
It's incredible that we are having such incredible today's specials, because we are celebrating, of course, our big move up here to Pennsylvania. And because it's a limitless living day, so you have multiple hours this day that you're going to be able to get in on some of the greatest deals, but this one is the best value today. We waited, we wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to get in on this deal. I say, if you're already in the market for it, you get it, but make sure you're telling your friends, because I know a lot of our friends who maybe didn't plan to watch HSN today, call them and let them know this is the deal, because again, you can get this home for $50. $50 towards better hearing. Now, that sounds unbelievable. And for a lot of us, we still are kind of like rubbing our eyes and looking at the graphic and saying, how can that even be true? Because it is $50. It is $50 right now, nothing else, free shipping and handling, $50 on Flex. We offered 5 Flex today to make it even more affordable for you, because what that means for all our brand new friends who've never shopped with us before is we are dividing that payment up over 5 months. Interest-free if you pay it off in 5 months. All you have to do is make your credit card. That's it.
That's amazing.
So
wonderful.
You can't beat it.
You can't beat it. I mean, that just really just speaks to my heart as an audiologist. Affordability, accessibility. You guys are making it so easy.
I love that.
I love it.
It's a great partnership.
It is.
And
it really
we've
is.
been doing this together, right? MDHearing and HSN has been partnering for quite some time.
We have,
It's just right now, this is the latest and greatest. And technology, as we know, evolves.
Absolutely.
Continually gets better. This is the greatest that you can get home. And I know you've probably been thinking to yourself, then why is it that everywhere else it's so expensive? It's because you're coupling not only all those clinical tests, like all the things that, your doctor will ask you for a lot of things. They want to make sure that you're hearing. You can get a test, sure. Go to your doctor, have them check your hearing if you just want them to tell you that there's something wrong with your hearing, but I guarantee you already know there's something wrong with your hearing if you're saying, I'm considering this buy, because you already know it's getting in the way of your everyday. You're saying to yourself, I can't hear my kids. Me and my husband or me and my significant other are constantly going back and forth because we are hearing each other wrong. And obviously that leads to miscommunication. You already know there's an issue. Get this home. Try it out and be like the many people you just saw leaving these incredible comments.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because they're having these experiences that they want to share, and I guarantee you this is going to happen for you too.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'd love to show, we have another testimonial from Jim and Janice.
Okay.
And Jim and Janice are wonderful. And if we could show them, I'll tell you their backstory after we watch theirs, because they're really fun.
Oh.
So.
Well, the first day I had his MD hearing aids on, he didn't tell me he had them on. And we were in the car, we were going someplace, and I was noticing he really understands me today. He said, you know, it was just sharp. He said, the words don't blur at all.
And that evening, we went out with another couple, and I had no problem hearing anybody sitting across the table or sitting next to me.
And in noisy restaurants, he could still hear. We even went to the movies this past month twice, because now he can hear what the movie's saying.
I've had no problem with them speaking to people, talking to people.
You can even talk on the phone now.
I talk,
Which
yeah,
you
that's-
never had
the phone
to do
is
that.
a very big thing.
So I said, well, I think we should see about these. I could have saved a lot of money.
Gosh, they're precious. I love them.
Yeah, I love them. They're wonderful. So the backstory to that is Janice knew that Jim was having a hard time.
Yes.
So she bought the hearing aids for him. It's like, honey, you need to try these. Well, he didn't want to try them. So she just sort of sent them on the counter. And then one day he's like, nope, I'm going to get her off my back. I'm going to try them. So he puts them in her ears, doesn't tell her that he's doing this, right? Puts them in his ears. They start driving somewhere. She recognizes, like she said in the video, she recognizes that he's hearing. Oh. And then goes, well, why are you hearing me now? Like, what's going on? He said, oh, I'm wearing the hearing aid. She didn't even notice. Her spouse of 50+ years didn't even notice that he had them in his ears.
Yeah.
And then they talked about all the things that they hadn't been doing, going to dinners with friends, going to the movies. Did you see him smile when he talks about going to the movies?
See?
They hadn't been doing that because he couldn't hear. So it's all this stuff, dinners with friends, going to the movies, talking on the phone, stuff that he had been limiting himself from doing that now he can do.
Now he can do, and now you can do. I'm already thinking about my mom, my dad, their constant bickering back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of that.
Yes, absolutely.
It's a lot of that conversation of he can't hear me anymore and he just hears the wrong thing and we're just going at each other. This is the solution. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Not
Yes.
all marital problems, that's for sure. But if you can take care of some of them, and when it comes to the hearing issues with one tiny little device, it's easily going to fit into your ear because, again, it comes with 3 different size domes. The one that's already on there, which is the medium. You also get the small and the large. It's going to custom fit to your ear. Look how easy this. I would put it in this ear, but of course I need to stay connected to our friends in the control room. But I have it in this ear. And that's how easy it is. There's a tiny little wire, if you can see, and it's literally all, the only reason it's there is so that you can hold it while you're putting it in.
Yep, putting it in and taking it out. Yeah.
How easy is that? And I just had it in my charger because I wanted to show you how easy it is. It's marked left and right.
It is.
So you can't, it's goof proof. Right?
Yes.
If you're thinking to yourself, well, how do I know if I'm putting it on the right side? There's a little R. You can't see it because it's actually just a different sheen. Oh, maybe you can. Hold on. I'm going to keep left and right. That's how it works. That's how you're going to charge it up, and you get 2 of these little charging cases. So again, if you misplace your charging case, no worries.
Yeah, no
You'll have
worries.
a second one. Keep it where you know you're going to need it. I always say put it in the junk drawer. That's where all my things are.
Absolutely.
And then this is the one you keep with you everywhere else. This is so nice.
The extra charging case, that's HSN special. That's not, you can't go to our, I mean, you could go to our website and do that if you wanted to.
Right.
You'd pay an extra $100 for it.
Right.
But you could also just get it from HSN and get it, included.
Get it
That would
included.
Make a lot more sense.
And again,
So-
I will say this configuration is only available for this day
Only today, yes.
It is about noon 30. Everyone in the control room always laughs at me because they're like, noon 30, what is that? It's 12:30.
Makes perfect sense. I got you. I followed you.
So it's about 12:30 here on the East Coast and, of course, 9:30 on the West Coast and everywhere in between. We've got a lot of people shopping with us this morning and finding out about this incredible Today's Special. If they didn't see it during the launch last night, so you know a lot of people are going to be getting in on this deal, trying to solve those issues that they've been having so much with their hearing with this one easy device from MDHearing. Now, I said it at the top of the presentation, but a lot of people might be just joining us.
Yep.
If you missed it, MDHearing has been working with HSN for so many years, bringing us some of the greatest, most affordable, high-quality devices that are tested.
Absolutely.
And tested.
Yes.
And wait, one more time. And tested
Yes.
to make sure that they're going to work for you and be easy.
Absolutely. Our hearing aids take at minimum 6 to 8 months of development. These ones happen to take about a year of development. They go through 3 different testing cycles. That's just in lab testing. There's over 3 different in lab testing cycles. Plus then we do our human testing, which is testing with people that have hearing loss. Does this work? Do we need to make changes to the manual, make changes to the hearing aids themselves? So it's a lot of, this isn't just something you wake up and, go by. Like it takes us a year to get these manufactured
Now,
and to get these.
I know a lot of people will ask this, so I feel like I have to advocate for them.
Yeah.
Why is it that you can offer it at such an incredible value compared to those other people who are charging thousands of dollars?
Great question. So we're a fully remote company. So it's the same microphones, the same receivers that you find in hearing aids that cost thousands of dollars, but we're fully remote. So all we have is a warehouse. Everyone else is remote in the company. So we don't have overhead. We don't have to worry about, booths and things like that cost a lot of money.
Yes.
We don't have any of that because we're fully remote.
I love that. And
Makes it
see,
wonderful.
if you're questioning how is it possible, this is how it is. And again, because we were working together to bring the absolute best to our customer, and of course we're celebrating our brand new headquarters here in Pennsylvania, we are bringing you a gift.
Yes.
This is the gift that we offer today. Our today's special truly are those. We want to be able to give our customers some of the greatest opportunities to get home life-changing tools to make your everything, every experience you have that much better. And when it comes to our senses, like our 5 main senses, right? We always say, what would we do if we lost our sight? What would we do if we lost our sense of taste? A lot of people lost the sense of taste when we were on our lockdown. We remember that quite well. Your sense of feeling, your sense of touch. Hearing is just right there with you. It is tied as strongly, I would say, to the sense of smell and the sense of vision as to memory. And so when you start to lose hearing, it really does affect all things.
It really does. Hearing loss takes you away from people.
Takes you away from people.
Yeah.
It really does. It drives obstacles between you, the people you love, the people you care about, the people you want to spend time with, and also just kind of puts a veil over all experiences.
Yeah.
It's like it muddies it up, like you were saying, about the sound.
Yes, yes. I think we have the before and after. And let's play that and then we can talk about it. I think it's just so powerful to hear.
For sure.
Played out in the sandbox and I made a big castle. Then we went inside and had soup for lunch. Chicken noodle is mine.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm pretty good. How are you? Are you excited for vacation?
Yeah, we're going to the Finger Lakes this year. Have you ever been there?
I haven't. Where are they?
It's home to amazing parks and restaurants and fabulous attractions, like the Field Museum, the Museum of Science and Industry, the Adler Planetarium, and the Shedd Aquarium.
Like you said, it's like it's muddled or muffled. You can still hear. They can still hear.
Yep.
But it's not as crisp. It's not as clean. And on average, it takes 7 years from the time someone recognizes they have a problem hearing and the time they do something about it.
Is that right?
7 years. That's 7 years of not hearing the way that you could be hearing. And
that's like hard to believe.
It's
because you know when you have a pain in your leg,
you do something immediately.
You go to the doctor.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You say, I need this fixed.
Yep.
Like immediately. Like, and then you feel pain anywhere in your body. When you start to have that little bit of that loss of hearing, that's your first indication that something's not right.
Absolutely.
And so I know that a lot of our friends, you do talk to your doctors. You probably may have brought up your hearing loss to your doctor at one point, and then maybe you got somewhere in the process to getting a hearing aid. Maybe they confirmed that it's not anything other than aging. And that's good news, because we all are going to be dealing with that at some point.
Absolutely.
And if that's the case and you just stopped in the process because you're like, I can't afford this price on a hearing aid because it's thousands and thousands of dollars, today's that day where you don't have to let that be a restriction for you anymore, because it is the best. Today's special price that we offer here at HSN for, of course, a brand that we've been working with for quite some time, and this is the latest technology that they're offering to you with, of course, this exclusive bundle that you will only get here. You're getting the hearing aids, you're getting the beautiful domes that are going to make it fit almost lightweight and invisibly in your ear, and then you're going to get 2 of the charging cases, the cables, and this is 2 of each of those things, so that if you lose one, you've got another. If you lose one of the cables, you've got another one in your junk drawer. Don't you worry about that. Now, we're looking very closely at something right here. I just wanted to make sure our friends knew what they were looking at.
Yeah, so those are called wax guards. So in our ear canals, we have wax, we have moisture, and you can think of these as like little buckets. They're in the hearing aid, they're collecting the wax, collecting the moisture, and you replace them. So you replace them about once a month or so, then you have a fresh, clean hearing aid in order to hear.
You get 9 of them, I'm sure?
8.
There's 8 in
there's
this?
8.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
got
so there's
it.
8 in there and 2 already in the hearing aid. You change them about once a month or so, so you have a good 4-month supply to get started.
That's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Right? Think
It's
about
so easy.
that. So easy. And again, you'd never have to replace a battery. The batteries are rechargeable because I know I researched it at one time when I was in news. I covered a lot of stories about hearing loss.
Okay.
And I remember one of the cost restrictions was the batteries.
Absolutely.
Holy
This is
smokes, they were
rechargeable.
expensive.
And then, the rechargeable battery lasts over 18 hours. All day.
All day.
All day for you.
You might even forget to charge it, and you still can go next day.
You can. Yes. Awesome.
I love that. I can't believe we've run out of time. I could talk about this all day.
I agree. Well,
Oh
thank
my
you so
gosh.
much.
Thank you.
It was wonderful.
And you know what? I'm so glad that Dr. Sandra was here to help change lives.
Yes,
Improve
thank you for having me.
our lives so that we can live those limitless lives.
Absolutely. I love that. Love that whole thought.
Yes! Okay,
Thank you so much.
Dr. Sandra's back. What
Yes.
time are you coming back?
I am back at 3 Eastern.
3 Eastern. So
Yep.
my friends, do not miss out on your opportunity for the today's special. Get it in your cart while the getting's good, because again, we can't guarantee that we're gonna have every single one of these by the end of the day. Again, this is just for today. We might sell out. So that being said, use the QR code, fastest way to shop, because we always have a lot of people shopping with us all over the country. But 905-539 is the item number for, of course, these incredible hearing aids from MD Hearing. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
This was a pleasure.
Have a great day.
We're moving right along because, again, we want to make sure that you are living your best life ever. It's called Limitless Living for a reason, because we want to make sure that you are doing everything you possibly can to not just live limitlessly, but also comfortably. This next item is one of my favorites. I'm not sure if you've heard of this before, and if you haven't, again, one of those things I say all the time is, where have you been hiding? Because, of course, Living Glow is one of my favorite brands here at HSN. And we're gonna take a break, but when we return, we're gonna have a 2-pack of one of my personal favorite 3-in-1s, right? I talked about it being a fan. I'll tell you about the other 2 after this break.
Let's chat about getting some of the best deals on the things you